Okay, yeah. Just finished shopping at Walmart. All I bought was a cake, some ramen noodle, and the kitchen bouquet. Unless they've changed the name over all the years. My mom used to use it to cook, make brown gravy with it when I was a child. So, kitchen bouquet. They still have it, believe it or not. And I use it, believe it or not. But that's it. That's all I bought. I was in there for I don't know how long. Yeah, just getting out. Now I'm driving up to a Sonic, and Adam wants a chili cheese footlong, and so do I. He's not with me, but it was good to get out, let me tell you. It was good. Except the bumper car arena, some call a parking lot, at any grocery store, it's just crazy. Any store, any parking lot. Where there's a business that's busy. You know what I mean. Okay, I have to tell you this. I've got to learn patience again. Because if a place is going to be a Sonic, you know, and it's going to have anything like a drive-through, anything where somebody has to speak through a speaker, those need to work. I don't understand why that can't be done. That can't be how it's operating. You need to be able to be heard, and so does the other person needs to be able to be heard and to hear one another. What a concept. I'm saying it tongue-in-cheek, of course. Kind of sarcastic a little bit. Do you think a little bit? But I just ordered. Adam wanted a footlong coney. I wanted a footlong coney. 2 of them. Okay. And she told me the price was plus a cup of ice with some sugar-free, whatever they call blackberry in it. Okay, and she said $12.99. I was thinking, oh no, she only got one in the cup of ice. Because one is $8.89. 2, can we do the math? And so I pushed the button again, and she says something that has nothing to do with what I'm saying. And I kept trying. And I said, are you listening? Can you hear me? She says, it's kind of hard to do so. It's hard to hear on this. What am I doing here? They need a dine-in or something. And then she says, wait, is it not letting you pay out there? And I didn't even notice that it wasn't letting me pay out here. And I just said, okay. And so I tried. Now, when this person gets out here and I have one, and it's probably going to be one of those teeny tiny hot dogs, because that still, it's probably what she did. It's probably what she did, because it's 2 of them, and they're $6.99, so $7. Yeah. I'm telling you, what are we doing here in this world where that is acceptable? You know, really. Okay, they apparently know something's going on at this one, because she said it before. I mean, I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't know. And now they're going to take forever to get out here. Watch. Here she is on my ass. Okay. The young woman come out, and it's 2 footlongs, and I asked her, you know, why was it so cheap? And she said, I asked her, I said, is it 2 footlongs? She said, yeah. And I said, why is it so cheap? And she looked, she goes, I don't know. She got it. It's cheap. And, you know, and it said 2 footlongs, $10.38 or something like that. I'm like, okay, you know, because I was trying to find out if they have a special on Sunday or whatever, or, you know, did she ring up the wrong things? Because I was thinking 14, and I was, at the time when I was saying that, I was thinking 16. Maybe she had said 16. But no. And I had said 16. You know, double was 9. 18. Oh my goodness. You know, I do believe I know how to do math somewhere in my brain. It's just if I get the numbers right that I have to do math too. Oh my goodness. It's been a day, I'm telling you. It's been a life. I'm going to say that. Like I said, I was in there and then I had to walk out of the Walmart store. And while I was in there, I was going to say this. I've been making videos. But anyway, I was in the store and I have to use that electric shopping cart. Because earlier this year, I had this with they said it was just a warning. And it was the heart failure. It wasn't a bad one, it was just a warning. Well, since then, I have a lot of trouble breathing, seriously. Okay, sorry this is black, but it's dark. Anyway, and it so depends on the weather. And I'm kind of wondering if all these doctors that I've been seeing, including cardiologists and so on, if all these doctors really are just they gotta have tests and procedures and CTs and they seem like they're in euphoria, whatever. Oh, we got more tests we can run, but I'm not seeing any of them that have anything to do with the lungs, because I have this every blue moon. It's not all day long. It just depends. Like, I can wake up in the morning and I have a little bit of trouble, walking from one part of the house to the other part. We got a big house. To the other part of the house where the restroom is. Yeah, I've told Adam years ago, this house is designed wrong. But, anyway, I have trouble going from there to there sometimes because it's harder for me to breathe. And then it'll just go away. Whatever it is, it stops. I just go and move about like nothing. And I don't get it. I tell Adam, maybe it's something to do with the weather, or maybe, because I can tell when the weather, I call it thick. When the house feels, the air in the house feels thick. But really, sometimes I say but he might not even be awake then. But I think it has to do with him smoking. He's bad. He gets worse. Because he's gone to cardiologists and all this shit. He's older than I. And they said nothing's wrong with him. Oh, they're so surprised. Everything is so good about him. I think he's lying. I wouldn't doubt it. And I said, what? They told you that it's okay? So you smoke more now? Because he does. It's not good. Not good for, okay, mister. Yep, there is a thing there that says to watch for people crossing the road. Okay, it's dark. It's very dark. I guess, I see what it is. It's a different kind of church. I don't know which one that one is. I can't see it. But, anyway, I think a lot of the people who live in this apartment complex, I've seen them during the daytime, but light and dark. Yeah. Anyway, I wouldn't be wearing anything dark, but I think maybe they have to. So, what a mess. Anyway, I just now saw that when I was leaving, that they put up these signs, I guess, and then lights on the other side of the light was flashing. This one, I saw the light flashing when I got up on it. Kind of like a curve or something. But anyway, I'm just kind of rambling. I make videos and I'm used to showing what's going on. I used to have, where it's mounted on, you can see right through the windshield. But that mount, for the camera is my cell phone, it just falls all the time. And I think it's because we got the house. The SUV, we got it, Adam had it detailed. And they put some kind of, whatever it is, on everything inside. It's practically wax, it seems like. I don't know, it's just I don't know. And And this was like months ago. And I think it just, once they did that, that was it. I can't stick my mount to anything. It just falls off. It's one of those, the little suction thing, and you have to clip it down and whatever. I had bought a new one. I'm just waiting for the weather to get better and our temperatures to get better. This is Texas, north and northeast of Dallas suburbs, and yeah, our temperatures are in the 90s, which means the heat indexes can be up to 100. Yeah, still. This is October 12th. October 12th, 2025. 12th. October. Can I say it again? This is unbelievable. Seriously. And I was so hoping it would stop so I could go back to work. At least try to. I know you keep seeing a flash of color or something. That's because my cell phone, what I do, I have and to the back of it, I have on the back of it, I have a post-it that is orange or yellow. I'm not sure which one I chose this time. So it doesn't show the dashboard or whatever. You know, I never really thought about what you call the different parts of an SUV inside. I never really did so much because, you know, some of the things, the names of them, I'm like, I know the name, but I haven't used it since many, many years or never. I just heard people talk about it, you know, or it's changed. You know, like where your GPS is. That used to be radio, well, it's still radio, but mine's GPS and radio and all that. Okay, but that was all that it was, wasn't it? Or was the radio down below? I remember, you know, eons ago when I was 18, I'm 62, telling Adam that what we need is something right here where this radio is, that's a map and it shows us how to get to and from places. Now, he's electrical engineer design. Okay, that's important, electrical engineer design. He designed circuitry. This is all I know how to say, how I know how to say it. He would know how to say it better. But for cell phones, back in the day, yeah. Anyway, and then it went on from there. That was not where he stopped. But him, before this, that was after it. When he started, you know, as electrical engineer design. Decades. We were young, whenever I told him this, and we need this map thing right there where the radio is. And he said, nah, that'll never happen. Yeah, we call it GPS now. And for quite a while. Like I said, but he was, you know, eventually. Anyway, and that was back in the day when we said, no, you're never going to have this little thing you can see people on and talk to them. Nah, that's the dream, and that's the future. That's not the future. That's alien technology. Well, there's some people who still believe that because they were probably maybe stuck in that era or something. But anyway. Other things. Yeah, the glove compartment, okay. Visor sometimes can throw me off because it makes me think of something that you have on your, is it called a visor now that I think about it? You know, something that you wear on your head. Visor. But that's a car visor? I'm serious, and I had been calling, what apparently are called side view mirrors. I had always called them rear view mirrors. Because I really just, if I ever said it, I said rear view mirrors. I mean, it's just, I mean, I know the one in the middle, right here on the windshield, is a rear view mirror. But why aren't the other ones too, the other two topics called that? I'm telling you, seriously. It just wasn't something in my daily, you know what I'm saying? just wasn't in my daily. So, yeah. Okay, you know how there's some people who, whatever it is they do for their job, a lot of people do this. There's nothing wrong with it. That's the language, the lingo, that they use all day long. Like they extrapolate things, and that's the first one that I remember. A guy I knew from Rice University. He'd say extrapolate and go on and on. He was a computer science engineer major. He had his degrees, but or degrees. I'm not sure. But anyway, and we use that language, and too many people expect the other person to know all the same terms as we do. That, we'd use for our own. If they're not in that field, why would they know all those words and terms and stuff? You got to be a little lighten up on one another. Because I'm serious. When it comes to automobiles, these people told me one time, I like the way you say automobiles. I'm like, well, what else? Vehicles. I'm telling you, I'd always call them automobiles. Never call them vehicles. Anything could be a vehicle, right? You get me in one of those electric shopping carts, and I'm out there popping wheelies. I got silly tonight. I'll tell you, I had a good time. I was by myself. Adam wasn't rushing me. I went just drove around in Walmart. Didn't buy anything like I said besides a cake. What I went for, and ramen noodles. What I went for, and my body is craving those two things since I was so sick last month, the whole month of September, and that's all I could eat. I got stuck on them. And I never used to eat either one of these. I never used to eat cake and never used to eat ramen noodles. Ramen noodles was very blue moon. Adam likes them, so. And then also, like I said, that kitchen bouquet. Because they had it, and I saw it. I said, yay. I'm getting silly because I am a happy person. Ooh, something felt like a bug just flew at me. Today I opened up the front door and a wasp flew at me. And I was waving my hand, screaming and everything. And the dogs are partitioned off. They don't get to go to the front anymore. They were rushed to help to save the day. Save me, but they couldn't get that far. So they were barking, jumping up and down. And I was jumping up and down trying to get that darn wasp from trying to sting me and to get it back out the door. It's such a sight to see. And Adam was just back there going, yeah, chivalry is dead. Chivalry. Anyway, so you can't see that I'm almost home, so yeah, I'm not used to this. I'm used to it. Making videos where it showed the road and all that. I usually don't make them this long, and I usually don't make them in the vertical. I don't want to mess and break this one too, this mount. This one's on the, that thing. AC filter. Not filter. What was I saying? Is it called a filter? What's it called? Oh my goodness. AC vent. Oh, there we go. Not filter, vent. I'm wrapping this up. I'll talk to you on another video, and I'll laugh a little bit.